So the one big reason for still negative real wage growth is higher than expected inflation rate. So as we discussed, actually, so food prices has been rising more than expected. So that's the main cause for still negative real wage growth. But as you say, so this year's Shunto will be another success, I think, in line with our own and maybe BOJ's expectations. And we expect such food inflation and other good inflation started to lose steam from around the mid this year. So due to dropping out of a YOY base effect. I think in the later half of this year, we will see positive real wage growth going forward, which will boost up the consumption to some extent, I think.
And right, and do you think that these policy measures would help in boosting consumption? I mean, when do we see clear signs of the consumer in Japan coming back? Because I was also reading a piece about how tariffs and the uncertainty on tariffs, especially that could impact the auto industry in Japan, could hit the consumption story in Japan in a big way.
Yeah, okay, so in terms of the tariffs, there are both the direct and the indirect or secondary impacts of tariffs, actually. And if, as you say, if the U.S. imposes tariffs on the Japanese automobile, so this is very bad for the automobile sector or Japan's exports. But, and also, if Trump imposes tariffs across the board, and if these countries retaliate by imposing a similar kind of tariffs on the U.S. goods, so this means the global demand slowing down. So that translated into the slower demand for Japanese goods in general. So overall, we expect like 0.5 percentage points impact on the Japan's real wage growth. But even with this, we don't expect this tariff story to derail Japan's recovery story. So it is because it is likely to driven consumer demand, consumer spending, and underpinned by the strong Shunto, and eventually real wage growth turned into positive territory, stably, I think.
Now, Hiko, as we look ahead, of course, to the monetary policy statement tomorrow, the expectation broadly is that we aren't going to get a move. So I'm wondering what signals you're going to be looking for coming out of the press conference by Kazuo Ueda. Do you think he's going to sound hawkish, dovish or neutral, bearing in mind as well where yields and the currency is at?
Well, I think Governor Ueda reiterates that wage and inflation dynamics has remained on track, leaving the rate hike process intact going forward. But at the same time, Governor Ueda may need to raise awareness or cautiousness in terms of Trump tariffs. But I think Ueda-san is very carefully handling to try to strike a right balance, and a neutral balance actually, to avoid the renewed weakness of yen.